I am Justus Omowumi. I'm a senior here at Peoria High School. The AP classes I took were AP US History in my junior year and AP World History in my sophomore year. I found out about my AP classes by talking to my counselor, and we had the discussion, and he was able to place me in an AP class, and I was just able to test the waters and see if I liked it.
Justus is impressive in so many ways. Here's a young man who's always at class on time, always has his homework, done above and beyond, and you'd see a different novel every 2 or 3 days, and I'm thinking, man, this guy's really blasting through novels. He's not on a phone. He turns his work in. Pretty quickly in the world history course, I kind of realized that this was a special person who was academically minded.
I liked it very much. The classes were very engaging, challenging. I loved the way the teacher pushed us to our limits. I was able to read daily. I studied and did many research online, and I just liked the way it just helped me stay on track and be able to get a good grade and prepare for the AP test.
I can't think of another student in my 20 years of teaching that would come in on a Monday morning and say, Dr. Davis, I wrote a DBQ that I found online, would you grade it for me? I'm like, what? Yeah, and so things like that did happen, and of course, we'd have private conversations about topics that had been covered or potentially could be covered, or he would come in and say, I came across this over the weekend, can we talk about it? I mean, in many ways, not to sound, hyperbolic, but it really was a conversation that I would have with a peer almost, and to talk to a student that's constantly reading and coming in saying, I read this book this week, it was fascinating, can we talk about it? Of course, so remarkable.
I wanted to push myself because from my childhood, I've always been competitive. I love to compete. I love to be at the top, to always succeed, to always be one of the best. And the AP classes were challenging, and they pushed me to my limit to be able to reach my goal. Well, my future plans for college is to go to U of I, the one at Urbana-Champaign, and study biology and be a neurosurgeon.
In AP World History, the pass rate is very low nationwide. It's less than 50%. And so the students that really want to achieve success in that class, they get a chance to really develop not just academic skills, but also they have that lifelong learning aspect to their existence, or they come across topics that they investigate on their own outside of school, or whether it's something from the textbook or something from a film, or just really that lifelong learning component that you can see really take hold in some of them. As far as the number of students that take these classes, when I first came to Peoria High School 8 years ago, the mindset was we want to increase our pass rates. Within a couple of years, the mindset shifted to we need to get as many kids as possible in AP classes and not really worry about percentage rate on the tests in May. And that had a dramatic impact in the district, but especially at Peoria High School, was they were looking to expand the number of options so that as many kids as possible could take AP courses. And so that's when they brought in stats and computer science. I think we have AP Bio as well, which is largely a senior class. But if you set the bar really high, students will rise to where your expectations are. So let's put them in classes that have high expectations and see what happens. Some of them will achieve success, maybe some of them won't, but they've at least had that opportunity and they've had the experience so that maybe later in their academic careers they can reflect back on, oh yeah, when I was in AP World History, this is something that I remember. They rise, they really do. It really is true. Students do rise up to those expectations.